Hello and welcome back to the Small Farm series. I hope you're all doing well today. I do apologize for last week. There was no Flint Hills video, and I don't think there's going to be a Flint Hills video this week as well. I am just getting super busy here. Coming up to winter, there's a bunch of stuff coming in with the change of seasons. And I really do enjoy Flint Hills, I do. It just takes a long time to do anything. I'm pretty sure the last episode you saw of Flint Hills, I think we got all the spraying done. I think. I don't know, it's been a while since I've actually played Flint Hills, to be honest with you, and it's been a while since I've played the small farm map here. I'm actually recording this the night before it's supposed to come out, which is great, I know. Very, very on the ball I am. So with that being said, we might as well just get our GPS line and get working. I don't have, it's crunch time for me, which is no fault to you, so I hope it's not going to reflect in the video quality. But I do have to record and edit this. It's 10:30 at night. This is supposed to come out at some time tomorrow. Well, that's great. So that's how I'm doing. I hope you guys are doing well. I've had a pretty solid week at work. Come up with a few funny stories, like a lady not knowing boosting her car at a gas station was a bad idea, like right beside the pump. Yeah. Well, if any of you are listening out there, or watching, and that's never occurred to you, or if you don't drive, now you know, don't boost a car, jumpstart a car, at a gas pump. That's a big no-no. Sparks and petrol do not mix. Well, I mean, they do mix, just not the type of mixing you want when you are filling up your automobile with fuel. Gas prices are really expensive right now, and you will lose out on a lot of money on the fuel and probably buying a new car and whatever the gas station wants you to pay for damages. Well, hopefully your insurance company is going to cover that, you know. So yeah, farming. In today's episode, we are going to harvest this canola field, and we're dropping straw. We're going to bale this field and bale that field, so that'll be good. We'll get some bales, maybe do a small montage of some bale handling, because that's always amusing. If it's getting to the point where it's no longer amusing, please let me know. I know we do a fair bit of bale stuff on this series. So, if you guys are sick of it, please feel free to let me know. You're not going to hurt my feelings at all. I mean, I'm still going to have to do it. I'll just do it more so off camera. But I am very excited for our new farm here. We've got that wheat there for our chickens. I think our chickens are going to need some food here shortly. No, that's right. We filled them up last episode. So our chickens are good on food, so that means all that wheat is just going to be sitting there in storage. If that little section right there at the front was bugging you guys because I missed it, don't worry, I picked it up today just before I started recording. Well, actually, I think I started recording just before that, but I don't think you guys are going to see that. This tree is a little annoying just for getting turned around. Well, to be honest with you, all these trees are a little annoying, but we deal with them. We do deal with them. A combine with a better turning radius would probably help that fact, but beggars can't be choosers, and as of right now, this combine is big enough for what we need it for. So we're just going to stick with it and have to deal with the turning radius. Had an oh shit moment at work the other day. I got a call for a car. It was a cash paying customer. Car at the beer store, no keys. I get there, and the customer was parked in another vehicle in front of the car that I needed to tow, like she was blocking it in, sitting sideways type thing, which isn't too out of the ordinary. So I get there and I asked her, I was like, so what's going on? She said, oh, my husband died, and I need to get this car towed pronto. And I was like, okay, whatever, that kind of seems reasonable. It's sitting in front of a store. The store is probably upset, and maybe when her husband died, no one knew where the key was. Well, that was wrong. I was dead wrong. I told her, I was like, I have to break into the car to be able to put it into neutral. And it was an old enough car, so there was no car alarm on it, so we were fine there. And I asked her, is there an ownership in the car if I do break into it to prove that it's yours? Right? It's the best thing I can do under the circumstances, right? Just to make sure that it is that person's car. Yes, I've already broken into it, but, I mean, what else can I do other than just be due diligent and apologize at that point if it wasn't said person's car? So, as I say this, she pulls out a transfer form out of her purse. She shows me this transfer form. So it was in her husband's name, and she got it switched over into her name, and the VIN matched and everything. I was like, okay, cool, perfect. So I get my job done, and I unlock the car, and I get the car into neutral, and I push it back. And I back the tow truck up to it, and I'm starting to hook it up. And as I put in my second wheel grid, or not wheel grid, spoon, which is the things that pick up the tires of the car that's being towed, I stand up from that, and there's this chick, probably in her 30s, running towards me full tilt, yelling, "What the fuck are you doing with my car?" And I was like, the lady over there sitting in that car is paying me to tow it, and she has the ownership. I was like, that fucking bee. I was like, oh boy. So then they started cursing and swearing back and forth, saying that, oh, ever since Dad died, you've become a different person. The daughter tells me that she's become psychotic. And at this point, I'm just like, oh boy, what have I gotten myself into? And so the daughter asks me where the car's being taken to, so I tell her because I don't really want to be on her bad side. She was at work, after all. And she was like, so you're taking my car with my kid's car seat, now I can't pick them up after work? So obviously this is an ongoing situation with these two people that I didn't want to be a part of. And so I tell the daughter where it was being towed to, and it turns out it's the actual lady's house. Fine, whatever. And so the daughter goes back into her work, and I say to the lady that actually called me there, I was like, to be honest with you, a heads up would have been nice. And realistically, if we knew what this was about, we probably wouldn't have touched this, just because it's way too much red tape and BS. And she didn't know what I meant by that. So I had to clarify to her. I was like, so if your daughter wants to go press charges or whatever, because she said that she's going to get in touch with her cop friends or whatever the case may be, if she thinks that something wasn't quite right, or if she has a way to prove that she actually paid for the car in the first place, she's going to have to take you to court. And guess who towed their car? I did. So guess who's probably going to have to show up in court with you? I do. Guess who doesn't want to take off time to show up in court to something he has no idea about? This guy, right here. And then I said to her, I was like, okay, so this time it was fine. But what if it was a 30-year-old son that you had who's like pissed off because someone's stealing his car, and rightfully so, and he comes out swinging? I'm not prepared for this. You didn't tell me that, hey, this is, I'm taking back what's mine from someone else. And if you did, I probably wouldn't have touched it in the first place. So I towed the vehicle to their home address, and before the car was even off my truck, she had her neighbor overtaken the plates off of it. Yeah. So I made her pay cash, or not pay cash, pay on a credit card, and filled out the bill, and I put the VIN of the car on the bill and everything, just to try to be as due diligent as I could But that definitely got my heart rate going a little bit. It's definitely not something I have to deal with every day, since we try not to do repos and that kind of stuff. And when we do repos, it's all with a bailiff and everything's been prearranged and everything like that. Most of the bailiffs that are in charge of like getting cars back around us are pretty good. Like they'll talk to people and say, hey, listen, like, you know that you fucked up and that you haven't made payments. We'll come and get the car, just clean it out. Like, I'm not just gonna show up unannounced and get your stuff out of it. Like, not trying to just take a car out from underneath you. People have personal belongings in vehicles, right? Car seats and stuff like that. So they always seem to try to work with people, which is good. Leaves a bit better public relations that way. Plus, you never want to repo in your own town, just because, especially in small towns, your name is everything. And if you go out and start repoing people who live in that town that probably get your services from time to time, it's going to leave bad tastes in people's mouth. They're probably not going to get you to come boost their car if you repoed their other one 2 weeks prior, type thing. So, yeah. Yeah, that was a day. Let me go get this tractor, put the canola in the silo, and we'll see what we're gonna do from there. So we've hopped back in the 398, gonna back up to the baler here, got the Fent parked and everything dumped into the silo over there. We had just under 4,000 liters, I'm pretty sure, so not that big of a haul, but it's better than nothing. We did just sell some canola in the last episode that was sitting in the silo for a while. So I'm going to go and I'm going to bale this canola straw up here to be sold. And I've got a special plan for that normal straw that I hope you guys are going to stick around for. It's we're going to have to buy something new, which that's always fun. I always like buying new things. That's going to hopefully help us out in the long run. And even if it doesn't, it's going to be something that I've wanted to get for a while, so hopefully everything works there. I do need to make sure this baler is set up on back off of 20,000 liters, get it set back to 6, and off to the races we go. So I'm going to put this in a little bit of a time lapse, and I'll see you in a bit. Now, I know I should have just left the baler empty, and to be honest with you, I'll probably actually just empty the baler next time before I go and use it, considering we're not going to be using this baler to bale that field with. We gotta go buy something. And obviously it's another baler, but it's some sort of a square baler. I don't want to give too much away yet. You guys are just gonna have to watch for another minute and find out. So I guess I'll see you guys down at the shop, if I can remember how to back up this baler. So, down at the shop, let's just scroll on over to baling technology. What we're gonna buy is this, right here. We already own the wrapper, but I want this. And there's a reason why I want this. It is a small square baler, and the pickup probably is about the same width as what we got, if not smaller. And it is off-centered. I know. But I want to buy it. I am going to buy it used. Save us $7,000. It's not a new baler. You would be buying it used, 100%. You wouldn't be buying a baler like that new from the factory today. But the main reason why I want to buy it is because of this right here. We're going to buy that used as well. Same color is perfectly fine. And now, the piece de la resistance. If I said that right, my French is not very good. This right here. This bale grab should be able to pick up that whole pile of bales of 8 in one go. We then should be able to either load it onto a trailer or stack it nice and neatly in the barn. That is my plan. Whether it works or not, I don't know. And we're going to go front loader because they'll be going on the front of the tractor. And we'll buy that used as well. We'll buy it new. Why not? We really should have brought the tractor down that has the front loader, but we can't win them all. Is there anything else we want to buy? I know we were thinking about buying another tractor, especially since the Massey that we have right now, the front loader isn't working on it. So let me just peruse here and see if there's anything that piques my interest. Would you just look at that? Got a nice all-wheel drive Fiat tractor, pushing 185 horsepower with a front loader, which should, knock on wood, work. It is used. We are buying it used, secondhand. We've got a couple of upgrades on it, the straight exhaust, the front loader, GPS, of course, a couple of beacon lights on the roof. There's a couple different color choices. I kind of wanted to go with the green, but then I wasn't sure if I wanted to go a black roof or a green roof. Let me know down below in the comments. I will change the color if any of you want the green, but I think I'm going to go with the orange and the white roof for right now. Just the standard old Fiat colors, keeping it classic. But I am not opposed to having the black and the green, or all green. We can't do all black. We can do a black and a green, or all green. That's up to you. We can also do black rims if we wanted to, which I think I'll do since we've got the wheel weights. Just looks a little bit better there. And that's $51,110. And this is going to replace $398. We'll buy that. And now, the turning point for our farm. The $398 has been here from day one. Has been our go-to tractor for everything we've needed it for. We lost its cab and it came back. And the front loader attacher broke and we weren't able to fix it. But the $398 has been a damn fine tractor and it will be missed. Yep, that's that. Okay, $398. How much money can we even get for you? A couple $1,000? Not sure what the used market is for tractors right now. That's not bad. Let's repair you. $20,833 with 25.5 hours on the meter. Apparently it's only 5 days old, which is a complete lie. But, you really want to sell this vehicle? No. But we're going to. No turning back now. It's gone. Hello, Fiat. I hope You've got some pretty big shoes to live up to. So, this thing sounds amazing too, by the way. Nice size horn on it too. Let's get hooked up to our baler and the bale trailer here. We'll run these up to the farm and get it all repaired. Can't remember exactly where the trailer hitch is on this. Right there. And then we'll just have to come back down for the front loader implement. What a train this is. We also have a 23 mile an hour driving speed, which is a little bit better than the 398. Still doesn't have quite as much horsepower as the Fendt, but I don't really think we're going to need more than 200 horsepower anyways. We've got a good amount of equipment that's all under that horsepower requirement, so we should be good. So I'm just going to get these repaired and the tractor fueled up, and I'll see you out in the field. Okay, so now we just got to get the help window turned on here because I cannot remember. So let's go unfold baler, lower baler, turn baler on. We've got a lot of moving parts on the tractor itself by the looks of it. We can open up the windshield, door, the rear window, and this, does it have to be turned on? No, I think we're good. So, let's start baling some straw. It's picking that row up perfectly fine. Working at 6 miles an hour, a little bit slower, but that auto load trailer is working beautifully. Look at that. Locks that row into position. We're gonna have enough to unload right on this strip here. Does that unload by itself? I can't remember. Let's get lined back up and carry on. I think I actually have to be the one to unload it. Unload? Yes. And there we go. Off to the races we go again. So we do have to unload the actual trailer itself, which is fine. That's to be expected. Pretty easy to do. This thing is working just as anticipated. It's been a long time since I've used this baler setup. I did back in my console days, at least. We can unload on the go. They come out in a perfect little square just like that. Perfect. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. Hopefully you guys do too. And it's going to add a little bit more of a dynamic than just loading up round bales. And I think loading and storing these in our shed will be a lot more space efficient and time efficient than trying to load square bales. I'm not sure why that. There we go. Guess I turned the trailer itself off. The pickup's not the widest, but we'll just have to deal with it for now. Just have to try to make our rows as straight as possible in future. Look at that. Perfect. That Just empties out beautifully. I think we could almost run this setup on the 135, to be honest with you. I don't think this baler requires much horsepower at all. I think it only requires like 50 horsepower. Which I know the 135 I don't think actually has 50 horsepower. But I'm pretty sure the 135 could run this in a pinch if our other two tractors broke down. Wink wink, nudge nudge. But this is going good. I'm going to put this in a time lapse, see how quickly we can get this field banged out and get into some bale loading. I know you're all pretty excited for that. I know I am. So far, I am really enjoying this baler. Is it the most efficient way? No. But at the end of the day, it's fun, it's different, and it's enjoyable. And that's all part of about playing a game. I really did enjoy using this back when I was a console player because it was unique and different. And I still enjoy using it now that I'm on PC, so that is good. We do have a couple of stragglers left here and there, which I am going to finish picking up off camera. And when we come back, or when I see you again, we'll be loading these and putting them into the barn. So that will be fun. It'll either be fun or go horribly, horribly wrong. That's, hasn't been decided yet. So, I'll see you in a bit. So, here we are. That one bale got separated. So, let's see if this bad boy is going to work. Especially the way intended. Yes. So far, it's working. I wonder if those hooks are actually long enough to grab two of them at the same time. I do wonder. I missed one. How did I miss one? Was there not a grab right there? Oh, you sneaky bugger. There isn't a grab right there. There we go. So each one is just over 4,000 liters. And it doesn't look like we'll be able to grab 2 at the same time, so that's kind of a shame. But we also did just pick this up off of a weird hill. And next time we should be able to get a little bit more centralized on the grab itself. I didn't think we were going to need a weird rear weight, but by the looks of it, we might. So let's just grab the rear weight over here on our way. Just to stop that. Yeah. There we go. That should stop us endoing? Endoing? Wheeling? I know wheelie is when you put front tires in the air, but I'm pretty sure an endo is putting the end in the air. I think. Don't quote me. Feel free to enlighten me down below in the comments. And while you're down there, feel free to hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Keep you up to date with all the content that I put out when I get a chance to put it out. I'm not going to tell you I have the best upload schedule, because I don't. But that's even more reason to subscribe. Just so you do know when I do post a video. You will be notified if you hit that bell. Apparently there is a bush there that has a collision on it. So I know we still got a bunch of straw in the field, but I figured it would probably be easier if we got all these groups of bales out of the way, just to make it easier for pulling that baler through. Boom. Yeah, not quite enough reach to grab 2 at a time. A bit of a shame, but it is what it is. Can't win them all. Bit of a dip down there. We could probably smooth that out with the landscaping tool. I know I'm driving across the grass. It is what it is. You know those times, well, I'm not sure if everyone would know, but those people that make YouTube content or content in general, to come up with names for said video, sometimes it's harder than others. This video is not that. Or picking a thumbnail. There are so many opportunities for a thumbnail in this video, it's not even funny. And other times you're searching, oh, what can I use as a thumbnail? This time it could be this tractor picking up these bales. It could be that tractor, just in general. It could be the saying goodbye to the 398 and that tractor, or it could be that tractor using the brand new baler. Like, this has been a eventful episode, to say the least. We have done a lot. A lot of, I don't want to really call it progress, but a lot of changes have happened this episode. Now, I kind of wanted to get some cows, so then I could title the video Moving Along. Haha, haha, funny, right? I think that's going to be a good title. I hope. Really do hope. So far, this bale stacking is going pretty well, though. Stacking everything up in a nice pile. Hopefully we can get 2 side by side. I said we were stacking them up in a nice pile. They kind of got a little janky there, but should work out just fine. Another thing of being a small farm, it's kind of nice that we can manhandle our bales. So when we get our cattle, we can just throw them over, either one at a time, or we can get this grab and hook them all up, grab them all at once. That kind of stuff, you know. Options are there. Keeping the doors open, as you would call it. So, as much as I would love to keep talking and shooting the shit with you guys while doing this, I'm not sure if it would be as good in a time lapse, just because I'll be moving my camera around a lot, especially since I'm still getting new to this way of moving bales. 4,000 liters at a time. So I think I'm going to call it for this episode. The first recording was over an hour, and this one is almost 10 minutes already. So it might be a longer episode than what you've been used to from me, which should be good, should be bad. I don't know. You are to decide. You like the longer videos? Perfect. If you like the shorter videos, I'm sorry, it's not a shorter video this time. Or it could be. I don't know. I haven't edited it yet. I know future Gavin will probably be cursing and swearing because it's a longer video, and he'll be up all night editing this. So I should stop pandering. Make sure to hit that like button if you like the video. And if you're not subscribed yet, please do so. I feel like I literally just said all this. But with that said, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Toodles. Oh, and just to prove, we bought a cow, so I can go moving right along.